Olá, meu amigo, olá, minha amiga. Hoje estamos com uma pessoa especial aqui, é o pastor Giri Moscala. Ele é o autor da nossa próxima lição sobre o livro de Êxodo. E ele vai conversar conosco hoje. Thank you, Pastor Moscala. Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, it's a pleasure to be with you now here and to talk about this gospel according to Exodus.
Yes. Could you introduce yourself to our friends? Where do you come from? What do you do at ESA? At Andrews?
My name is Jiří Moscala, and I'm originally from the Czech Republic, but now I'm working at Andrews University. I am the dean of the Seventh-day Adventist Theological Seminary, and it's a great privilege because I have like more than 1,000 students. We have several doctoral studies, degrees, and also several master programs. So this is a joy to work with more than 14 professors from different parts of the world and to be like the choir conductor. Okay, and this is the best place to work in the world.
I can imagine. So why should we study Exodus? Why this book is important?
Yes, I would say Exodus is a part of the Torah. And the Torah, 5 books of Moses, is the foundation for everything else we have in the Bible. If we want to really go back to the core of all the biblical teaching, you need to always start with the Torah. And after the Genesis, you have the Exodus, and in Exodus you have very unique descriptions what God did for his people. You have like the recreation story because God is now creating his nation, and they are in Egypt. It starts with the fulfillment of God's promises, the prosperous, but then comes the plot, the problems. And in spite of the problems, and when people are like wavering, forgetting the Lord, they are really down, God is coming and saying, well, I see your problems, I hear your cries, I really understand all the problems you are in, and I am coming to do something for you. And in his time, he comes, he defeats all these Egyptian gods through the 10 plagues, and then by the unique events also, not only these 10 plagues are unique, but also taking God's people out of Egypt to the promised land, and it's done in the very spectacular ways through the opening of the Red Sea, going through, and then giving by the like extraordinary event the gift of the law at Sinai. So, and then giving them also the tabernacle. So you have very key elements for how to live with the Lord, how to understand the Lord, how to grow in Him, and how to walk with Him.
Okay, and could you give a message to our friends, a word of encouragement?
Oh yes, these 13 Sabbaths are structured in such a way that the 40 chapters of the book of Exodus, this gospel according to Exodus, are always like segments, like first 2 chapters, then 3, 4, and so on. That is 40 chapters are structures. So every week there is one good segment of the book, and this section is also on Friday accompanied by Ellen G. White comments from the Patriarchal Prophets. So I strongly recommend that everybody will read always the whole passage, and then maybe on Sabbath to discuss something from it, because you cannot discuss everything. And in this way you can see how powerfully God was leading his people in the past, and this can give us assurance that he will lead us also today. And the Exodus from Egypt is like the model or the type how we will go from the slavery to sin in our personal life to freedom, and also eschatologically how we can go from this planet Earth to the New Jerusalem, to the Promised Land, where there will be no more death and sickness and violence.
We are happy. Thank you.
Yes.
God bless.
God bless you too.
Nós nos vemos no próximo sábado para mais um estudo da nossa lição da Escola Sabatina.